Hey guys, Allison here. Well, my friend Marta challenged me on Facebook recently. She said, you ought to do a video on how to know if you have pride. I thought, wow, that is a really good idea. So I have a foolproof method to know if you are suffering from pride. So here's what you do. I want you to take your pulse. If you have one, chances are you're suffering from pride because it's the human condition. We all suffer from pride. It is the root of all of our vices, the root of all sin. Now, some people certainly are more prideful than others, and it is something that we all really do need to work on and work toward humility because it is the fall of man is pride, right? And pride always comes before the fall. So how do you know if you're really struggling with pride? Usually those close to you are going to be able to point it out to you. If you could have the humility to ask somebody, be prepared. If you're really prideful and you take that risk, somebody may tell you, and you need to actually listen and ask for God to help you to take that with some calm and some humility, because it is really important that we work on it. So here's a question. Do you take direction from other people, or do you think you know everything? Are you open to other people's opinions? Another really good way of knowing if pride's big in your life is, are you holding resentments? Do you really have a hard time forgiving people? Sometimes it's hurt, it's fear, but sometimes it is pride, so we need to look at that. So the best way to counter pride is to humble ourselves. And what does Jesus tell us? That you don't go to those high places, you sit at the low place at the table and let somebody else exalt you. All right? So we do things where we serve others. We don't put our opinions first. We listen to other people. Now, if you're truly, truly trying to work against pride in your life, you need to pray for the grace through the sacraments. Certainly praying to Our Lady, who is the model of humility, is going to be your number one thing. But understand that if you're truly asking God to help you to overcome your pride, you're probably going to find yourself being humiliated here and there. And that's tricky because you think, oh, I'm growing in such humility, and then something happens and you feel really humiliated and really angry. Those are those times that you need to really thank God for those opportunities. Even though they may seem unfair, ultimately they work for our good. The other thing, I don't know if you've read the Screw Tape letters. When we start to grow in humility, the devil may point it out to us. In the Screw Tape letters, Screw Tape is a master tempter, and he's working with his protege Wormwood to get this guy's soul. And this man is starting to show some real humility. So what does Screw Tape tell him to do? Point it out to him. Make him proud of his humility. It's pretty funny, but we do that. I always laugh when somebody says to me, I'm saying this in all humility. Chances are you're not. So we have to really work on that. But I think the number one thing that I find helpful in working against our pride is to think of your worst sin. On Ash Wednesday, when we go to receive ashes, the old way was they would say, remember, man, you are dust, and to dust you will return. To remember who we really are before God. But to remember your worst sin, when we're tempted to judge other people, we're tempted not to forgive other people, remember your worst sin. Hopefully it's confessed, and hopefully it's, forgiven. But we need to kind of keep that before us because we can all fall. We can all do terrible things. So that's how we're going to grow in humility, is to really look at who we really, really are. So again, if you got a pulse, you got pride, and you need to start working against it. So I hope you find this helpful. Please like and share the video, and let your friends know about it. I appreciate it. God bless you.